Hey everyone. Oh, look at that. I was just gonna say, here I'm driving and I've driven for 25 minutes and not a car. Around the corner and someone's coming at me. Yeah, it's gonna be a beautiful day. I just know it. Just a little bit more of a rant here. Just taking in the sights. The colors are starting to turn. Nothing's really looking too vibrant. Everything's a pretty subdued color. Mixing in, it's just today is September 17th. So things are just starting to show up here on east end of the UP. Much color. I looked at they were saying that here in the next week and a half, 2 weeks, the color's supposed to change. So it's kind of a chilly morning. It's 50. It's 50. 50. I was crossing the bridge and coming inland. The temperature had risen all the way up to 62 going over the water, but the more we get inland, it gets cooler. Warm water of the lake keeps things, makes the air temperature a little bit warmer. Yeah, just taking it in here. I almost feel like just being quiet and just letting you watch the. Holy smokes, look at car after car. This makes 3 now. That's something else. I drive all that ways and don't pass anyone, and here now within a couple of minutes I passed 3 cars. Well, it's behind me. Going north right now. And it's always just a really peaceful ride through here. And some color here on the left starting to change. See how much we get any good change here in the next few days. There's a couple things I keep thinking I want to talk about. I want to talk about some of these, the First Amendment auditors. There's some of them I like out there that are really great. And then there's others that we have a couple here in Michigan that are just obnoxious. We got one guy up here in the UP, and he's really obnoxious. People talk to him and he gets snippy with them right away and causes, I don't know. I think there's a way to do everything. You get more with honey than you do with vinegar. And yes, it works both ways. Somebody comes out snapping stuff at you, but you don't always have to snap back. And excuse me. And I've had to learn that there's sometimes that my guard is up all the time and I can be quite edgy. Or there's days that I don't feel good and I'm hurting and just don't feel like talking or dealing with anyone. But I gotta understand too that whatever action I'm doing might cause them then to ask me or talk to me. So, and standing in front of a store, pointing the camera inside the door for 10-15 minutes is gonna make somebody come out and say something to you. Unfortunately. I don't know why people don't understand why. If I had a business, I'd come out and say hi, invite you in, do a little shout out for myself. You know, I sell t-shirts, we have coffee inside. You know, I'd even extend a hand and have the person come in and give them something. You know, a free cup of coffee, you need a water or something, you know, a soda pop. But some of these storekeepers or these banks come out and they just start barking orders. No, I just don't like the way that some of the people snap back. Confrontational. I'm tired of everyone being so confrontational now. And it didn't used to be that way. It used to be where to just ask somebody a question and it wasn't a big deal. Nowadays, everyone's on edge and everyone gets snappy with each other right away. And if you're gonna do something that you know is gonna draw attention to yourself, you know, you get more honey than you do with vinegar. So, I don't know. That's what I was just thinking about. This guy up here, he goes to different places around, and somebody comes out and talks to him, and he gets all snippety with them right away. And you don't have to explain yourself. I understand that. I don't need to explain myself for everything I do either. Anyone. The only one I have to answer to is my bride. No. But if you're going to say something, you know, or stand around in front of somebody's place, you got to expect that something's going to be said, and I don't know, just a different way of handling it. And just be nicer about it. Well, another little 6-minute rant. Getting up here on my turn and start heading west, or as Patrick from SpongeBob SquarePants says, west. I'll be heading west here. It's just a unique area here. I'm not a world traveler. I've been to different places in the U.S. and other than the Pacific Northwest, and that's what I kind of imagine how the UP looks like, with the type of trees and things like that. Well, again, if you're still watching this, if you could like and subscribe. If there's something interesting you like me to talk about, I'm still reviewing oils, and I'm still loving this. I like what I'm using here with the Valvoline. I've never been unhappy with any oil I've ever tried, but I think for the bang for your buck, and from people doing oil analysis on the oils, and they have a really good additive package, and that's what I'm looking for. Something that's got a good additive package, and I can feel confident that's not going to break down, and that I can go a little bit if I do forget, or if the weather's bad and I can't get the oil changed right away. Okay, I'm going to shut up for a while until after my doctor's appointment, and get up to my place and check the cameras and do a little bit of walking around and see what's going on up there. So, all right, you guys take care. Have a good day.